Buenos ding dong diddly dios. I'm late. A few minutes late. Got a butt, and it's fat, but not as fat as that guy with the shorts, the khaki shorts, who skateboards. Hey, it's Rhett Shull.
On this YouTube channel, I'm not changing anything, but you may hear me release some stuff like this in the future.
He's confessing to being in love with drum and bass.
This thing that I learned from the team over at JHS. If you're watching any of the JHS videos, you might have seen in the background of their studio this little sign that they have that says "Just Try Stuff." And I remember the first time I went to JHS and I saw it there, it struck me in a way that like resonated with me. Like, oh yeah, you can just try stuff, and that's something I have to remind myself of.
Shut up, Rhett. I'm just kidding. Cool. This will force you to change whether you want it or not. Nietzsche. I get so much AI slapping my feed. See what this has to say.
You probably think change happens when you finally want it badly enough. But the deepest shifts in your life, the ones that actually stay, rarely begin with wanting. They begin after wanting has burned out. After the old way you've been holding yourself together starts cracking from the inside. That is the part no one warns you about. Because the version of transformation most people imagine looks clean, inspiring. You see it coming, recognize the moment, and step into it. But real change usually starts with exhaustion. The kind where your own personality starts feeling like something you have to carry. Where the habits that once kept you safe begin pressing down on you in a way you can't explain. You still reply to messages, still show up, still give people the version of you they expect. But underneath, something has already started pulling away.
Shut up. How angel magic gave us the internet. The steganographia of Trethemus. Oh, there's new Mystery Boys. I don't know if I should play that on my stream. How to improve your speed so fast it feels illegal. I've watched that before. Or something else with the same title. Ooh, most influential
Socrates is one of the most important figures in Western philosophy, celebrated for his contributions to ethics, theory of knowledge, and dialectical reasoning. Born in Athens, Greece, in the year 469 BCE, to a stonemason, Sophroniscus, and a midwife, Phaneretes, Socrates likely received a basic education. Little is known about his childhood, but he served as a soldier in the Peloponnesian War. Socrates is best known for his method of questioning, now called the Socratic method, a form of dialectical inquiry aimed at uncovering uncovering assumptions and encouraging critical thinking. Unlike many philosophers at this time, Socrates wrote nothing down, with his ideas instead being known through the works of his students, especially Plato. His philosophy revolved around the pursuit of wisdom and the belief that virtue is central to a meaningful life. He famously declared, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Socrates challenged the moral complacency and intellectual arrogance of his peers, advocating for self-knowledge and ethical introspection. His questioning often exposed contradictions in people's beliefs, earning him both admirers and critics. He rejected wealth and materialism, living modestly, and engaging with Athenians in public spaces. In 399 BCE, Socrates was tried and executed for allegedly corrupting the youth and being ungodly, defended himself eloquently, refusing to abandon his principles, even if it meant saving his life. He accepted his death by drinking poison. This resulted in him becoming a martyr for free thoughts. Socrates profoundly influenced Western philosophy, shaping the work of Plato, Aristotle, and countless others. His emphasis on reason, dialogue, and ethical inquiry remains central to philosophy and education. Plato was a monumental figure in Western philosophy, a student of Socrates and teacher of Aristotle. Born into a wealthy and influential Athenian family, either in the year 428 or 427 BCE, his early life was marked by privilege and an education in music, poetry, and gymnastics. The political turmoil of Athens during his youth, combined with the execution of his mentor Socrates, deeply influenced Plato's philosophical outlook. Plato founded the Academy in Athens, one of the first institutions of higher learning in the Western world, where he taught and wrote extensively.
Voice is terrible. Even if it is AI. What if it was A major? Stop squeezing. Apple finally almost fixed.
If you're a regular viewer of the channel, you might have noticed that I haven't really made any content about any of the OS 27 operating systems this year, and that's because in general, Apple has focused on quality of life improvements and relatively minor changes overall. There's not a huge amount to talk about, at least not until September, when I'll cover everything in detail. But one area that undeniably deserved a little bit of attention now was Siri AI. The TLDR here is that Siri has been absolutely terrible for the past decade or so, and Apple has been under immense pressure to deliver a much improved version. And while the result is 2 years later than they originally planned, it is finally here. I've been playing around with the developer beta version of it for just over a week now, and I thought it would be fun to put together a quick video where I share my experiences with it so far. Now, this is the part of the video where I would normally talk about compatibility in case you want to try any of this out for yourself, because there are a number of hoops that you're going to have to jump through. However, in the interest of allowing us to get straight into the fun part of the video, I've put all of the compatibility information at the end instead. Feel free to jump ahead to that now if you want, or just stick around, watch the video, and then find that information out at the end. But with that said, let's get into Siri AI. A very small but important bit of housekeeping to cover here is how you actually access it. You access it the same way that you always have. You can use the trigger phrase, or you can long press the side button on the side of your iPhone. to bring up the voice assistant. It appears with a new animation at the top of the screen, and messages appear in this kind of bubble around the dynamic island. If you want to have a follow-up conversation, just press and hold the side button again and keep talking. Or you can swipe down on that bubble at the top to go into a more traditional AI chatbot view. So one of the first things that I wanted to test out was contextual awareness, because this was one of the core features that Apple showed us back at WWDC in 2024. And it's always been one of the main things that had the potential to set Siri apart from the other AI tools. Essentially, it's an artificial intelligence layer on top of a deep understanding of the things on your device. Your messages, your emails, your contacts, your calls, your apps, your calendar. Having that deeper understanding means it should be able to answer much more personal questions about you, rather than the kind of generic questions that you might give to a regular chatbot.
All right, whatever.
For example, my wife and I take...
My wife and... You don't have a wife. I'm sorry, that was not fair. I'm sure he's wonderful. Why did I say that? I'm not a mean person.
Most guitarists waste time on endless warm-ups, but
This dude. No. Something about that dude just... I was born to rock and or roll.
The video description.
You know what? I don't really feel like streaming tonight.